My name's Miyako Ozeki. I am the owner of Radiant Studios, which produces a show called Vermont Womanpreneurs. We do a showcase and we do networking events, coffee events. I've just been doing this for only about 10 months, and the premise of the whole thing is that a lot of women are really interested in getting together and kind of collaborating with each other and connecting with each other. How about all you guys get together, meet up, maybe hold each other accountable? And I looked at myself as like, I've got time, why not? And in January, I started our first meetings. The other person who's my co-founder, Bethany Andrews-Nichols, she just was like, hey, like, I wish there's like a science fair kind of like thing where I could like say what I do. And I was like, cool, I think I have time for whatever that is. And I put the idea out to people in like Facebook, a couple Facebook communities, see what the interest was. And kind of just like threw spaghetti in the wall and like guessed at what it was going to be.
Hey, I'm Julia Atherton. I grew up in northern New Jersey, and I am the founder of Atherton & Co., which is a brand and marketing consultancy.
My name is Nancy Warner, and I live in Mooresville. I own Pot Liquor Kitchen. I've owned Pot Liquor Kitchen for about 7 years, and I came to make some great connections with new people.
My name is Mareike Shelmendine, and I now own and run It's Arthur's Fault Sauces and Marinades out of Jericho, Vermont. So we're a small homemade sauce company with things like bourbon barbecue and chocolate sauce and caramel sauce.
You're all drinking my business, thank you. Literally drinking it in. So I'm Sass Stewart. I'm co-founder and president of Stonecutter Spirits. And you are in our second location. So we're based in Middlebury, and we just opened this beautiful space like 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago.
So in 2013, I founded the company with my co-founder, Sivan Kotel. And our distillery is located in Middlebury, and where Middlebury is, it's on the, like, kind of perched on the edge of the Green Mountain. What's cool is we get these interesting weather conditions. They kind of fall over the Adirondacks, go sweeping across Lake Champlain, and then they kind of stall right where we are at the edge of the greens. And it's one of the best places in the world to actually age spirits, because we get these huge dramatic weather shifts, and we welcome that into our barrel room year round, which means the wood holding the barrels gets to swell, contract. It allows us to make really complex spirits while also making things that are really easy to sip or very smooth in nature.
The back bar is actually the story of Stonecutter in abstract form.
So what you're looking at is the mountains, the marble, and the lake. So I think that there's a lot of strength in knowing that there are other women out there doing in different industries, but having the same opportunities and challenges that I might face as an entrepreneur as well. And we could be at different stages, but we can always kind of learn and grow just by being able to connect with each other, which means like hosting things like this. We're able to find out things we didn't know before, maybe opportunities, maybe challenges someone else had, I'll end up facing 6 months down the road, and it's a chance to really kind of learn and engage.
I want when people think of Vermont to not only think of covered bridges and skiing and maple syrup. That's what we are. But we're also a lot more. We look like me, we look like you, we look like you. Like, we are not necessarily what people expect. We're making really cool beverages, we're making bags, we're making grains, we're making tables. Like, we're just doing different shit that nobody really realizes. The one thing I want to leave you guys with as a thought, so I'm lucky enough to have mentors. I'm lucky enough to mentor. If you're not doing both of those things, you should be doing both of those things. There's always someone who is maybe a little bit further behind than you are, and there's always someone who's really further ahead than you are. 50% of my job I totally know how to do, and 50% of my job I'm like, I'm gonna fucking figure it out, and I'm gonna ask people, and I'm gonna admit I don't know it, and I'm gonna fail, and I'm gonna be okay with that. And I think that in the entrepreneur world, we don't talk as much about that. We should. And I'm lucky also to have other people who are like, don't do that. Like, things I'm like, oh, I have this great idea. And they're like, no, don't do that. Do this instead. And both of those things are what I think are the recipe for success. So we are...